Welcome to episode 24 of Realty Talk with
Ellie.
and Galen. 24, my favorite number, fun fact of the day. No, last time we did the episode 23, I said episode 23 of the Galen Trombley show.
Yeah, I know.
And, oh, you did?
I did correct you.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
That's good. I didn't know that I was wrong on that, but it was Realty Talk. So, Realty Talk, episode 24, which is my favorite number. Ellie, how you doing today?
I'm doing well.
Enjoying the sun?
I've been inside all day.
Unpacking?
Unpacking. Yep.
So that's good. So Ellie, we have to go very quick today because I 100% got all my appointments all screwed up and delayed, and so here we are. It's going to be a sub 10 minute, little quick one, hopefully just enough to get you to work. So Ellie, what's our topic today?
Our topic is networking.
And what do you want to talk about with networking?
We've kind of discussed it before, but I just wanted to discuss it after doing it more months in. So when I first decided I wanted to do real estate, I started networking, going to events like ADKYP, chamber events and whatnot. That's clean. So Galen just flicked trash onto the ground.
Had hair on it. I don't know what it's from.
That's disgusting. Anyway, so I'm not a super extroverted person. I get pretty self-conscious about networking with strangers, and especially when you first start networking, you don't know really anyone at the events. I mean, now it's a lot easier because I go in and I can recognize at least 5 people. So my tips for networking when you first start out and you don't really know a lot of people is to set very, very small goals for yourself. So my first networking event, my goal was to meet one new person, which I did. And then my second networking event, as you can see, will be 2 people. And now I'm gathered up to it. I've stopped counting how many new people I want to meet. But it's just setting little goals to try and meet people, and also just realizing that you are also a new person to these people. And so it kind of makes it less scary because they're almost experiencing the same thing you are when you're talking to them. It's just novelty.
Yeah. I didn't start going to networking events until probably 2.5 years ago, which if anybody that knows me now is probably like, how did you not? Actually, I've had a few people tell me that, like, how did I not know you before? I'm like, well, I didn't go to any of these events. Part of it is I did not like crowds of people. I shouldn't say crowds of people. Like, I coach sports. I was always talking in front of kids, and I had to give presentations.
There's a lot of chatter at networking events.
Yeah, I don't think I like meeting random people that I didn't know just because I thought it was awkward to go up to somebody and say, like, who you are and try to, like,
It feels ingenuine.
Yeah, and I didn't like that, and so I always had kind of like a little bit of a phobia of going into networking events. Even to this day, sometimes I get nervous if I'm like going by myself and don't know who's there, even though I probably know a ton of people there. Mm-hmm. It's the idea that I still get a little nervous going into wherever.
Yeah.
I guess when I first started going, I just kind of forced myself to go. It was almost like just jumping off into the deep end. I was just like, well, I'm just going to go, worst case that happens, it's super awkward, I never come back kind of deal, which, you know it's not going to happen. So you meet a couple people, and usually you know at least one person. Yeah. So it's like you go find that one like buddy that you can just kind of piggyback off of, and they probably are going to talk to one person. That will make your one new person that you talk to. And then next time you go, you see your buddy again, you see that person, and then maybe they introduce you to another person, and then you can see how kind of slowly grows and grows and grows. Now I go to networking. Adirondack Young Professionals, easy. I know 90% of the people there, and I have actually like 90% of those people are either I consider very close friends or at least close enough where I can talk to one-on-one without even having to feel awkward.
Like besties with the president.
The new pres. New administration now.
Yeah.
That was a pretty. Ryan and Matt was a pretty easy transition. So both good guys and good friends. But when I go to chamber events, a lot of the people there are still older than I am. Mm-hmm. I mean, we're both still in our 20s, so to go there, we're definitely in the younger age bracket. So that's still kind of intimidating sometimes because I don't know a lot of them. So
I find that easier for me because
really?
I find
this might
sound really pathetic. I find that older people like take pity on me as a new person, and I just whacked my elbow really hard.
Yeah, look at her.
It's
That's
fine.
alright. Keep going.
It's tingling.
Push through it.
Push through the pain. But I find that I get along really well with older people, probably because my other job I work with a lot of older folks, and I find that a lot of the times I get a lot of good advice from them that younger people might not otherwise know. And they also tend to give me more leniency, I think, for being kind of awkward and new or making mistakes because they've been through it all.
Well, they have nothing to prove at that point. Like,
yeah, so I find I get a lot more genuine conversation a lot of the times out of older people, where us young folks are kind of like, I've got to get out, I got to meet people, and I got to network, and older people are just kind of like, yeah, I'm just here for the free beer.
Yeah, I've been here for 30 years, seeing the same people. I 100% agree. I think that the awkwardness is that I don't know them that well, so to like roll up on somebody, I think this just goes back to how it was in the beginning. I don't like to talk to people with the idea that I expect them to like be a networking thing. I'm the worst. I think I'm the worst person at networking, which is actually maybe pretty good at networking in the sense that I never even say what I do.
Yeah.
Ever. I go up and somebody will be like, hey, what's your name? Like, hey, Galen, Galen Tremblay, and then I'll be like, hey, what do you do for whatever? And they'll start talking. And then all of a sudden someone will come and we'll be on a tangent, and unless they ask me what I do, I will not say that I'm, Galen Tremblay with Kavanaugh Realty. I don't know why, but I just find that I try to go and meet people and just like shoot the shit with people that I know versus trying to go and force myself and be.
It's more fun to have.
Yeah. Well, the other thing too is I find that you get the leverage in that situation. Meaning, if you go in and just prove yourself as like a good person that someone would like, and don't ask them or expect that you're going to get some type of referral from them or them to use you for all their real estate needs, what happens is they sometimes will allow you to be the person that helps them out because like, hey, you seem like a laid back guy, I like you, and don't you sell real estate? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, oh, actually we're looking to buy a home. Great. Like, that happens a lot of times, and it's not forced, it's very genuine because they're coming to me at that point wanting to use me versus me trying to sell myself to say, I'm really good, look at me, you can use me.
Yeah.
I'm just like, that's what we do all this stuff for. Like, why are we doing a podcast? Is to push our, to show people or to talk about something, not expecting anybody that listens to this ever to use us, but it's the idea that, hey, we're going to give you information, we're going to give you our thoughts, we're both in the industry, here's our take on networking, because maybe a new kid's listening to this, and has never been to a networking event, and like, oh, that sounds like a really good, maybe a good idea, and I guarantee you'll agree with me on this. I mean, networking is so important, and especially where we live, in a very community-centric county or location where you will know a lot of people, and probably everybody you know knows somebody that kind of deal, and the degrees of separation in the North Country are very small. But with that being said, going to networking events for anybody, you do not have to be in sales, you don't have to be in anything. We have people that, like ADKYP, that are teachers that...
You can just go just to meet people your age.
Yeah. It's because I think there's also a thing when you get out of high school, you get out of college, and you lose all like your party buddies and stuff, and now you're in the real world. It's like, I have... And a lot of people struggle with that. Like, I just don't meet people. I go to work, I go home, and I don't meet people, or people that are single and cannot find a boyfriend or girlfriend because like I just don't hang out with anybody my age. I go to work with people that are way older, or way younger, or whatever the case is, and then I go home and I hang out and I might have a couple buddies that I see here and there, but nothing crazy. So it's a great, at least from the Adirondack Young Professionals, we beat that drum a ton of times.
I think I've made a lot. I'd say the majority of friendships I have in this area with people my age is through ADKYP, and it's a great group of people.
Well, like you and I.
Yeah.
We met through Brittany, who I met through that. 100%. So it definitely works out. I think everybody should attend networking events. Anybody that is young at heart, again, there's really not an age limit, young at heart. So if you're 35, 40, 45, 55 and want to come hang with us.
The attitude's all that counts.
That's it. If you're young, honestly, if you're 55 and act like you're 25, I want to hang out with you. So show up. But it's a great organization. I encourage anybody to go to it. Do not feel awkward. If you do, come find me. Come find Ellie. Ellie is extremely awkward. You can hang out with her.
I will out-awkward you. I can guarantee it.
Yeah. So you'll be perfect. Yeah. So well, I think that's gonna be our 10 minutes. So anything else you want to talk about?
No, that's it.
That's good. Okay. All right. So I always forget to end these things. So for
Ellie
and Galen, that is episode 24 of Realty Talk. See y'all next week.